Dear students, I hope all of you celebrate Onam very well. All the Onam days are fully bright without raining. There may be small difficulties regarding with COVID-19 restrictions, but it is not a problem because being safe is more better than that. Okay? So after a long spell of vacation, we are meeting again. So all of you, a warm welcome to Basic Science class. From the June itself, we have a rainy season. Rain still continues. It's a beautiful thing to enjoy the raining by listening its music. The voice and scene of showering the drops is one of the beautiful sights, isn't it? It is one of the purest form of water. The raining is so important because through this rain the distribution of water is taking place. Can you imagine what will happen if there is no rain at all? It will lead to the shortage of water and finally the drought. What is drought? Did you aware of it? Observe the pictures. Non-availability of water is a pathetic condition, isn't it? All the living beings will be affected. All the nature will be in trouble. Compare the effect of drought in these pictures. A fertile place turned to a desert-like bare land. So water is much important in our life. We need water for many things in our daily life. So you can see in these pictures the comparison of two places before and after drought. A place with plenty of plants and animals will be turned to a desert-like place by the absence of water. So water is the life-giving thing in our earth, isn't it? We need water for many things in our daily life. Let's write it. This is our first activity in our new chapter, that is chapter number 2, life-giving water. So the activity number 1 is, what are the uses of water in your house? So you should have to write at least 10 uses of water. Okay. So do this activity in your science book. Now let's discuss about the plants. Is plants need water? Which are the uses of water to plants? The 60% of human body is consist of water, whereas 90% of plant body is made up of water. So water is used to make the living body. We studied that in the process of photosynthesis, water is an inevitable factor, isn't it? Water and carbon dioxide participated in the process and forms glucose and oxygen. Then the water is used for regulating temperature in living body. So plants also need water for their living. Am I right? They need water to make the plant body. They need water in the process of photosynthesis. They need water to maintain the temperature. So here is our activity number 2. How water is useful to plants. Write the answers. The points that you have to be written in the answers are: water is used to make the plant body, water is used in the process of photosynthesis, Water is used to maintain the temperature. Okay. Did you like kanji? Do you eat kanji in your home? How will you add salt to kanji? Did you add salt for every spoon of kanji? Or you add salt to your full plate of kanji? Which method do you adopt to add salt to the kanji? Or how will you add salt to the food items? Did you directly add it to the all? Then by stirring continuously it will dissolve. The salt takes everywhere in the dish, isn't it? Just the same way, whenever you add sugar to your cup of tea, the sugar completely dissolves in it. That means water has a peculiar character to dissolve substances in it. We use this peculiar property of water in many daily life activities. Let's find out such instances. Okay, this is our next activity, that is activity number 3. Water can dissolve many substances in it. Find out the daily life applications. You can write at least 5 instances, like adding salt in the food items, for dissolving detergents to clean clothes, etc. Okay. What are the properties of water that you have studied earlier? You know very well that it has no color. It's a colorless liquid. It has no odor. Odor means smell. It has no smell and color. Does it have any taste? You can collect water from your neighboring wells. Then observe it. Taste it. Thus you can understand that water is a colorless, odorless, tasteless liquid. It exists in liquid form, so it doesn't have any shape. Isn't it? Pure water doesn't have any taste. Did you ever taste packaged drinking water or distilled water? Is it have any taste? No, isn't it? The purest form of water is rainwater. Being a liquid, water can flow through pipes. It doesn't have specific shape, so it acquires the shape of the vessel or container which it contains. Water can carry heat so that we can cook food by heating water or boiling water. It helps in our cooking. Otherwise, we cannot cook food items. Water can exist as ice, which is in solid state. It can exist as water vapor or steam. It is in gaseous state. That means water can exist in 3 states of matter as solid, liquid and gas. The solid form of water is ice. The liquid form of water is water itself. And the gaseous form is steam or water vapor. So water exists in solid, liquid and gaseous states. So let's complete the table in our textbook. So it is the activity number 4. Complete the table in page number 22 of our basic science textbook. Write it in our notebook also. So let's conclude. We are discussing about the properties of water and its uses. Okay, rest in the next class.